Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So, this is quite different for me. This is a point-and-click adventure game for the old Windows versions and MS-DOS and so on. I'm just gonna say, like, Nis is gonna explain most of the tech and stuff during the run. I'll just say that during the run, I'll play on fastest speed, and I will try to move in diagonals as much as possible, because the game doesn't throttle your speed when you move diagonal. So it will essentially just teleport me if I do it correctly. Sometimes it's pixel perfect. I won't save during the run, even though it's an adventure game run. There's no checkpoints or anything like that. If you die, it's over. I won't save. I have a couple of safety saves set up in case I'll probably need to use them, let's be honest. So, good to go. Shout out to the sound. Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this is King's Quest 6, and Joka is playing as Alexander, and he's looking for Casima, his newfound love that he met during the last 30 seconds of the previous game. So yeah, he doesn't know where she is, so he's gonna go around and look for clues and gather items in the town. So as you can see, Joka is moving around incredibly quickly using the trick he explained recently. It's called zipping, and it's very pixel precise cursor inputs on the fastest game speed. So during cutscenes, Joka will also increase the speed, so the cutscenes goes a lot faster. And while talking with the people in the town, Joka figures out that Casima has been captured by Al-Sared and his djinn Shamazel. You'll see a short cutscene here of them. Joka is gonna cancel it, but you can notice it really quickly. There. Okay, so Joka now knows where Casima is, but he doesn't really know how to handle those guys. So he still needs to figure out more stuff. Here's he going into the next region using the map. And usually there's a long puzzle here called the gnome puzzle. Joka is gonna skip it using a zip and trigger an item at the same time, so he can just walk past the gnome puzzle. Usually that's a very long puzzle that...
Yeah, it saves minutes. You have to collect a lot of stuff to get past the gnomes that are there.
So here in the land of the chess, Joka is just gonna speak with the chess pieces here and grab a scarf. Coming up though is a major part of the game, a cliff where you're supposed to ascend and solve riddles and puzzles. But Joka's gonna perform a cliff skip that is a recently new found skip. He's also gathering an ice lattice here that has a timer. So it's a very stressful part. This trick is really cool. During the zip, he's gonna try to solve the riddles on the wall. You'll see here, it looks really funny.
Nothing.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, this is a very difficult trick because he doesn't stop the zip while zipping. Yeah, he's zipping while solving the puzzle. There we go. There are 4 screens.
So if I go off screen, then I'm stuck and I have to reload. So I have to solve it before he goes completely off screen.
So normally you would have to walk each step here, and you have a chance of falling down on each step. So this zip saves a lot of time and has made the speedrun a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to slowly walk up these stairs before. So it's doing this successfully on each screen is like 1.5 minutes or something stupid like that.
Nice. So there's one more to go. Nice. That's the hardest one.
Very nice and slow. It's also no point in doing it too fast, because you want to wait until he's near the top of the screen, so you don't have to walk as far. All right.
Okay, so next up is the Catacombs, and that's a huge labyrinth or a maze. To gain access, Joka has to talk with the bird people, and it's a long cutscene, or rather long cutscene. When entering the Catacombs, there's gonna be like trap floors, but yeah, the game is coded so it checks for modifier keys when you're walking around. But they didn't program a function for the Alt key. So by just holding down the Alt modifier, you can just walk past the traps. So what Joka is gonna do in the Catacombs is that he's gonna get a shield and a dagger. And it's like I said, it's a huge maze, but Joka is gonna just zip past certain locations in the maze and change floor and then get to the last room very quickly. You'll see. So this is the Catacombs, and you can see he's zipping by... that was one of the trap floors, and here's the shield. There's another trap floor, and here Joka is gonna zip.
Slightly gliding out while reading the book.
And the yawn is a sound cue for when the zip is done. So this is the second floor of the Catacombs. Normally you would have to walk downstairs, but using the zip you save a lot of time. So here's another zip.
And it's gone.
There's one more zip, and Joka will be in the final room of the Catacombs. Nice. And here's the Minotaur, the boss of the Catacombs, and Joka will fight him.
It's an epic fight. There you go.
All right, so Joka has the shield and the dagger, so now he can.
Yeah, I get the dagger from saving her, I think. It's been a while. She has a dagger for some reason. She gives it to us for saving her. And I need that to beat the game again.
Here's another longer cutscene.
Yeah, they thank me for saving their daughter. And then I get to the Oracle, which is completely pointless for this route, because I don't need anything from the Oracle.
Would now be a good time to read out some donations.
Sure.
So, we got $10 from BDLK Tulip saying, I've never played King's Quest 6 or even heard about it, but hey, let's let those credits roll. And we also have a $40 donation from Anonymous saying, awesome event and an even better cause. Thank you so much.
Okay, Iceberg Lattice is still there, which is a good sign.
So Joka is gonna use the iceberg.
Oh.
Use the iceberg letters to cool down the water here.
Oh, I don't have. Well, you get to this screen.
Yeah.
I'm not playing all that again.
Yeah, it was just one screen away from this screen. So here Joka is gonna do a death warp. Normally, you would have to cut your way through the bush here, but using that death glitch, it's really tricky. You just skip that, so you don't have to go and get the scythe. This is the beast. He has a mirror that Joka will need to handle the djinn.
Yeah, so I would have thrown the iceberg lettuce in the lake there and walked over. So I was literally one screen away from it. I accidentally walked into the lake before and you die, and I didn't have a good save to say for that.
So the beast is secretly in love with the beauty. So Joka is gonna try to matchmake them by convincing the beauty to go and visit the beast. It's also beneficial for Joka because he will get a disguise from the beauty, which he will use to infiltrate Alsa Red's castle.
Yep. Transform, I get the dress and the mirror. Is all I want.
Yes, so now Joka has everything he needs to progress to the last part of the game. It's gonna go to the castle.
There we go. Slowly. So yeah, so now I'm just going back to the castle and I'll try to beat the game without getting caught in the castle. So you might have noticed that I regularly go into the menu and reset the speed. Did you explain that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, it speeds up the small cutscenes where I don't have control over Alexander.
yeah. So there's guards everywhere in the castle, so Joka has to be very careful walking around. He will also use a mechanical bird he has gathered here to distract the guards.
Yeah, I got it from the shop in the very beginning of the game. So if I accidentally misclick here, I go into the corridor and they see me. And yeah. Bad. Basically, it's so many places you can just instantly die and lose around, as you saw on the lake screen as well.
So here Joka will notice that Kasima is trapped. But while going around, he also hears that there's a wedding going on. And here he finds a ladder with Alzared's plans to have the Jinn appear as Kasima and marry her, and then kill the real Kasima to gain power. Joka is gonna try to do something about that. So here Joka will show the secret plans to the guard, and the guard will let him into the
wedding ceremony.
Yeah.
And it's important that I don't hold enter. Lost too many rounds to that.
So here Joka will use the mirror, and the Jinn appears as he normally looks. Alzared is fleeing up his tower in panic. Joka is chasing him here, and the Jinn is weak to mint. So Joka is gonna give him a mint here.
Yeah, and he's gonna get drunk off the mint or something and accidentally just take care of himself. Then I'll pick up the sword and then I'll click this guy and it will be a very epic battle. But I'm just gonna speed it up. There we go. Then she uses the dagger I gave her and stabs him in the back. Time! There you go.
Kasima!
Kasima!
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, Princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, Princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Kasima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince?
Alright, so... True love, yes. Very exciting. So I don't think we met the donation incentive for the outro song, but I'll skip ahead and I'll play the first like few seconds of it so you get the idea of what you're missing. It's like an original song written for the game. If you have the CD, if you own the CD of this game, you can put it in a CD player and it will play this song and only this song.
I love it. And meanwhile, I will also go through a couple more donations that came in. We got $10 from Kesen Chu saying, loving the event so far. Good luck to all runners. Cheers from Brazil. And we also got a $10 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joka, and thank you, Nisse, for doing this run for us. And let's take it away for a few seconds of what you will be missing out.
Yeah. We'll start playing any moment.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice.
Fits the game perfectly.
I just need to hear you say, if you would have me go or stay.
And during this is playing, we also got a $10 donation from Anonymous. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all you get.
Yeah.
There we go. Also, if after that song completes playing, it just shuts off your game for you, so you don't have to do it. Yep, that was it. I'll be back after this in-between game for Space Quest. It's gonna be very different from this one. Yep, thank you.